Okay, RPG tutorials on status effects. We're going to have a look at telekinesis and teleportation now. So I'll make one of each of them. Status telekinesis first. Now, all I'm going to do with the base power is give it a strength of 40 to begin with. This tells you how heavy an object you can lift and throw at the target. It's using the mass scale, which is in the documentation here for throwables. So 40 is around about 1,000 kilos, something that someone with minor enhanced strength could throw around. And we'll put that on the red ray. Drop telekinesis on there. Now set this damage to 0, because we're going to be used on some props to throw around. So if I drop down to this little guy here and use telekinesis, we will see an object nearby raise up and then throw itself at him and do some damage to him. Eventually that object gets destroyed and it picks up the next one, and so on. Pretty cool. What we can do differently is we can untick quick throw, and this makes telekinesis into a two-stage power, where you first of all prime an object, like if we use it on him, a nearby object, missed it there, so it hovers the object up into the air indefinitely and then throws it. And this means we can decide what we want to throw at him. We can target a throwable like that nitrogen capsule there, and it's now levitated, and then throw it at this guy, boom, and there we go. It allows you greater control, and helps for throwing explosive things and so on. Before I go on, I'll just add a primed effect. So that object that was levitated was primed, and it's probably a good idea to have a visual effect to indicate the object, why is this object floating in the air? It's being telekinesed by someone. So now when we get that telekinetically going, it's got a ring effect around it. And yeah, just sort of demonstrate there that the telekinetically thrown objects will pass through you and friendly targets. It's not realistic, but it's better than hitting yourself in the back of the head all the time with the power. Okay, so telekinesis doesn't end there. We can also go teleport drop, which changes it from physically throwing the power to teleporting it above the target's head. Like if I telekinetically I've hit the character there, so I've telekinetically primed this canister down there, and it's now going to drop it above him, that gas canister. If I select this crate, that now levitates, and caught fire too quickly. And now there's nothing to throw. Yep, let's do that again. So I'll select this rock here and then drop it on this guy. So we've got that level of control there. If we take a quick throw and teleport and drop, they're compatible, then telekinesis will just find the nearest object and drop it on there. The other thing you can do, untick teleport drop and quick throw, is you can add a condition, like quite a common one might be is metal. So telekinesis will now only work on metal objects. Let's demonstrate that. So if we levitate a metal crate, it levitates and we can throw it at this guy here. Like that. But if we try to levitate a piece of rock, it just throws the primed object instead. So that's how to turn telekinesis into magnetism. Put in a condition on it like that. Or you could have a character who can only telekinetically move rocks, for example. That is metal condition was looking for the metal material buff. So that's telekinesis. Teleportation now We'll make one of them. Status teleportation, and we will drop that on the red ray. Instead. Here we go. So teleportation by default just teleports the character 5 meters up the target and puts them in a knockback state. Ooh, got that crate there. Boom. Yep, there we go. And they go into a knockback state, take a bit of damage, and so on. We can do it to this guy here. Other things we can do with that, we can displace them away from us, you know, have one that sends everyone away. 10 meters in this case. So when we teleport our target, boom, sends them away. We could make that -10, and it will pull them close to us by up to 10 meters. So it drops them in front of us now, so we could use some melee attacks on them while they're recovering. And we've got displacement sideways, so just add some random sideways movement to them. We also have a swap thing we can set up there, so you can swap places with them. So we could target this guy and boom, swap there. So you can use this for a number of things. You can use it obviously for teleport attacks on enemies. You could also have an area effect that sends everyone away from you to give you space. You could have a similar very wide area effect that works on allies and brings them towards you for a sort of regroup teleport power. Yeah, so that's telekinesis and teleportation. A couple of rather nifty specialized status effects there.